Boyo Del Mar here for the new NWA Official Wrestling Magazine, online exclusively at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Read about all the stars of the National Wrestling Alliance now at NationalWrestlingAlliance.com. Scroll to the top and click Magazine.
Friends, William Patrick Corrigan of the National Wrestling Alliance, the most storied promotion in all of wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is William Patrick. Friends, William Patrick Corrigan of the National Wrestling Alliance, the most storied promotion in all of wrestling history. Saturday, January 11th, Forney, Texas. The National Wrestling Alliance is coming to town. Saturday, January 11th, come see the great stars of the National Wrestling Alliance. Wrestling as it's meant to be, because when you're hot, and when you're not,
by the book. If you find yourself doing wrong, you won't get off the hook. By the book. Yes, you think that we're just gentlemen and brother. And his name is John C.
Well, it's not even working. Oh boy, this is falling apart. Gary Horne, Joe Galli, nowhere to be found. Let's see if we can make this happen. Here we go. Click out of this. Hey, buddy. All right. So Joe Galli had a horrifying microwave accident, and he is no longer going to be able on the program for this evening. Gary Horne is somewhere to be found. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Davis here with Danny Dealz, the D-Man, double D's. He's got all the ability to make your Christmas true. Folks, it's us right now. It's the hangover episode of This is the NWA, the Monday Night Podcast, where we talk everything National Wrestling Alliance and the randomness that comes into our heads and our lives. Two of the four of us right now. There might be some people tagging in and tagging out. Dealz, why don't you message some people and see what the hell happens? I don't know. Dothan, Alabama, we just got back from Looks That Kill, and my, what a show it was. I'm not going to lie. This isn't hype. One of my favorite all-time cage matches. Legit. Actually, both cage matches.
Which one? I was going to say, which one?
We can't say which one, but if you want to find out, then you just have to tune in future episodes of NWA Power, because NWA Power is Tuesday, 6:05 on NWA account. I'm going to try to talk, promote, do all the happy stuff while I click on things right here as well. Right here, wrestling the way it's meant to be, where history lives and legends are born, and all the things that you hear me say all the time. You can watch X every week on the NWA X account. Batch Power on the X account. See, I'm already falling apart, man.
That's all right.
It's been a long week. It's been a long day. Typing things in, you can just scan this QR code and it'll bring you right to the page as well. You could also go to NWA website, nationalwrestlingalliance.com, and there is a little tab up the top that says watch. You catch up on all the older episodes by clicking on an episode to make it all happen. And this last episode, boy, oh boy, a power history was made. One of our favorite guests last week, I thought he was just talking out of his ass. Turns out
he did it.
Sometimes what you talk about is true. I was sitting with Dr. Tom Pritchard a couple months ago. He goes, Kyle, have you ever talked about The Secret? I said, the book? And he goes, yeah. Sometimes you just got to imagine things are going to happen. This man, he knows the secret. Carson Drake is your new NWA World Champion right there. Bless you.
Yeah, I was trying to hold it.
That's fine. You can,
Sure.
you can
I'm
sneeze
still
all
in
you
the
want.
dark. Bub's eye is almost better, so I'm still in the dark.
Bub's eyes is almost better. Now the allergies are kicking into you. Well, just remember, some of that dog medicine you could use if you really, really need it after the fact.
Yeah, he's got trouble, man.
Carson Drake's always giving advice I give right there. Carson Drake, huge bucket of win right there. He's our new TV champion. Fantastic. Also, I got a Christmas card in the mail today. Dealz. I just want to thank Joe Kazana for sending me a warm, friendly wish for the merriest Christmas ever. Hope that comes true.
Oh, nice.
Folks, Christmas is just 9 days away at this point. Insane.
Yeah.
9-10ish. We'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's right. Tomorrow is going to be NWA Power. And then next week, we're going to have a Christmas Eve edition of NWA Power.
Actually, it's the day before Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Oh, I thought you meant this show. No, you're right. There's a Christmas Eve show. Yes, but this show will be the day
fine.
before.
And guys, this is Danny Dealz and Kyle Davis, and we are not at our best. It is the hangover edition of This is the NWA. The weekend was hell of a show. I feel like I was in a cage match, actually. I feel like somebody beat the living hell out of me, and I
did after I slept in the bed at that courtyard. Jesus Christ almighty.
Oh, really? I was in heaven in that. That was fantastic. Mine was good.
I thought I was out there bumping. I had a flashback to the St. Louis match.
And you know, Looks That Kill had some plenty of moments on there that were things that were horrifying, and you need to be seen to be believed, and you're going to be able to see that in future episodes of NWA Power. But Dealz, Christmas right around the corner. You are our Dealz man. You've got all those things. You can scan the QR code again if you don't like to type in things, or go to nationalwrestlingalliance.com/ check out the deals on there, because NWA merchandise is something that children of all ages love, be it someone who's just learning to walk or someone who's been alive for 75 to 85 years and who's still a child at heart. You never know what they're going to like. You know what? Colby Carino knows what. You get one of these NWA shirts. We've got fanny packs. Look at him.
Look at brother.
Claw holds abound. Baron shirts. NWA hoodies. Carson Drake,
hoodie, actually, that hoodie, I only have 2 smalls and 2 3Xs left. But I do have on the way.
Get them now.
I have the hoodie with the joggers combo. It's a whole sweatsuit, blue and yellow. They're on their way to me, but they didn't send me a picture of them. But I know what they're supposed to look like. But that picture doesn't do it justice. I need to have it in my hands.
Well, speaking of having your hands, you could see Carson Drake with the TV title in his hands, and you could get this Carson Drake long sleeve t-shirt. You like polo, you like Carson Drake, you just like having sleeves on your arms. Ladies and gentlemen, this is free. You can get that right there. Slime Balls, 2 men that know Carson. It's a friendship that I still can't explain. I don't know if he's taking advantage of them or if they're just fun to be around. Who's to say?
He's just helping them out. Giving them financial advice, you know. There's actually a new purple version of this shirt, Kyle. That black shirt you can still get as an on-demand tee, but in stock I have the new purple shirt. I barely brought him back from Alabama. Those boys move t-shirts. People love the Slime Balls.
I don't know why they wouldn't. Slime City can be coming to your city anytime that you want. The Tom Latimer, of course, the metal shirt in black and pink. Big fan. Mess with Smalls, get hit in the balls. What's not to love there? We've got Tiffany Nieves, who was in a cage match just 2 nights ago. I could tell you this, spoiler, she is still walking. Ladies in that match, they definitely put it all on the limit, and you're going to have to tune into future episodes of Power to find out. 5-star athlete, Ruthie J. La Rosa Negra. We've got Alex Misery over here. Is that why Gary's not here? Misery finally found him. Misery, he found his way from outside of the window to inside the house, and now we have a situation that we're going to be hearing about tomorrow.
That's possible. Quick note on that tracksuit. There's 1 XL left of that. There are none left of the black and white one. So I guess, Kyle, I got to make another one.
You got to make another one.
Different color. Different color.
Bam, there we go. I had to reframe this because everything's different with just 2 of us here. Southern Six, of course, 2 of my favorite people. And then also, you like I said, 2 of my favorite people? Yeah, subtle. El Jefe, another half pipe Punk Smalls. Guys, we got merch coming out the wazoo. We've got everything you want. There's Avenge Kyle shirts too. I mean, I bet
about 4 of those today.
I like that. I'm very glad that people have enough respect on that. We talked about merch. Let's talk about getting your NWA ticks because, you know, Looks That Kill just ended, but there's plenty of events right around the corner. The most up-to-date version of this, which is going to be the rundown of the territory cards. We had some updates on here. NWA JCP, one of our territorial affiliates there. Joe Kazanis, 8 Crazy Fights, December 20th this weekend. You can be a part of the action. Tennessee. You're going to be there. What's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing? You doing commentary? What are you doing?
I guess. I don't know. I saw Joe. He's like, Dealz, you coming to my show or what? I was like, okay.
Hoping you have a snowball fight. This makes me think that there will be a snowball fight. We're going to have to tune in to find out. And of course, we were supposed to have World League Wrestling's Christmas Bash 24 this past Saturday, but due to some flooding that was in the area, they decided to push it back 1 week, rescheduled now to December 21st. Also, I don't know if you noticed this, Dealz. I added the rounds of all these, so there's like extra little explosions.
Woo!
Yeah, tell me about it. January 18th, we've got Live, Thrive, Repeat, Begin Again. You can go to Exodus Pro in Cleveland, Ohio. EC3's promotion. And let me tell you something. If you were in the room for EC3's entrance at Looks That Kill, that was unexpected and also captivating. I got goosebumps. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to see, I can't give away what the match was. We're going to find out what's going on. If you ever wanted to basically see, that's what the NWA is about. The cage match. Either cage match. Looks That Kill. Another reason why you should be places live and in person, because if you live there, if you could see it, it translated to camera too. So I'm looking forward to everybody here being able to see that. And our next chance to see the NWA proper, January 11th, NWA Shockwave. I feel like I'm supposed to go like run, run, run.
We should have made sound effects for it. I got a board here. I should have hooked it up.
Oh my God. Next board when it's just the two of us. Go to NWALiveEvents.com. We're going to be in the OC Theater in Forney, Texas for Shockwave. A couple things that are on the horizon there. We're going to be announcing it this week, but I might as well give you a little bit of something. You tuned in to find out. I might as well make these people happy. I got word today that there is going to be a tournament to crown the #1 contender to the NWA World Championship, and that tournament will begin at Shockwave in Forney, Texas, with buy-in matches and everything else. Very much looking forward to some names in there I wasn't expecting. A couple matchups in the first round where I'm like, this is compelling. Also, some of them I'm like, not a fan of either one, but I like that person a lot more, and I hope he hurts the other one.
Yeah.
When the match is announced, and you're back on it.
I would like to point out that Alex Misery is in the chat, and he said he's outside your window today.
Well, ever since I moved places, now my office is technically like a closet. So there's
you can't really see the window.
My God, I swore. Sorry, folks. Believe all ages show. Shockwave, of course, tickets are on sale right now. Be a part of the action. Forney, Texas, and the OC Theater is actually the venue to see wrestling. It's got the stadium seating in there as well. Every seat is a good seat. And, with NWA Texas is one of the territories that has really been growing and evolving. TSW, Dog Pound coming together, NWA Texas. You're going to see a lot of talent locally there. And there's going to be some names that you haven't seen in a while. There's going to be some names that you might not have experienced yet. But, folks, you want to be there. That, of course, is going to be for future episodes of Power as well. We talked about this. We've got NWA Crossfire, the NWA World Women's Champion, Kenzie Page's promotion, along with the rest of her family there. They Not Like Us, Friday, January 24th, 2 days after my birthday. You can see that in Tennessee. And, of course, the other big news from this weekend, we have 5 coming at you Saturday, March 22nd from Dothan Civic Center in Dothan, Alabama. Tickets at NWALiveEvents.com. I can't believe it's been 5 years. Do I have it? I do, but now it's blocked by an action figure.
The first Hard Times?
I have the poster from the first Hard Times, and I can't believe it's been 5 years, Danny Dealz. Where does the time go?
I don't know. I remember that too. Yeah, that was I can see the poster in my head too. I think I have a couple DVDs of it left still on the shop, actually. DVD I got.
That might be a little thing right here. What we got going on here? Carson Drake, I'm assuming this is in reference to me talking about the tournament to crown the new #1 contender, the king of TV now, somebody who also wants to be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. So Carson,
he is king of television.
I'm thinking that's what he was referencing. Otherwise, I missed a hell of a lot in the chat, which I did. This is so hard when you're one person doing all this stuff.
Your boy Sam Stack is in the chat.
Sam Stackhouse. Sam Stackhouse we saw as a interesting tag team partner this coming episodes of our Looks That Kill. Sam Stackhouse was in a tag team match, and I have to be honest with you. I'm sorry, I'm getting texts from the talent while this is going on there. I named the tag team, and I don't know if it's proved yet, but the name of the tag team I am pushing will be called Size Matters. I think that's a great name for the tag team. And you know what I'm talking about right there. Let's go in the chat a little bit. NWA return to the Chase in St. Louis and Kansas City Memorial Hall. Actually, funny you mentioned that because the Chase and I were talking just a week ago about what we could be doing in 2025 tomorrow. So we will find out. KFC for Christmas. Is somebody watching this from overseas? Because that's a thing that was invented as a lie to get people to buy chicken. They figured nobody, the U.S. would be able to fix this. So they said, you know, it's a big holiday in America. They get KFC chicken for Christmas, and they bought into it. And now it's a whole freaking thing in Japan. What else we got on here? Slime Time back in Tampa this weekend. We will have on Friday tickets going on sale for our next event that will be taking place in Tampa. Taping. It'll be Saturday. It will be an early show. It will be perfect for everybody that doesn't want to be out late like me. Carson paid $75,000 just to go buy a real car. I have no idea what I am missing this, but Matt, are you looking at your photo like you are enjoying what's going on? Thank you very much, sir. Here we go. I might mention it Saturday. Did I tell either of you that the University of Alabama Crimson Tide came to Tennessee twice this year and they walked out? Okay, I don't understand any of that. Is that sports talk?
Yeah, they walked out 0-2 and they got beat by Vanderbilt. Carson Drake's laugh. He means Q as in Q, Carson Drake's laugh. Yeah, so he's saying that they lost. This is college football talk here.
You know, I never went to college, folks. I decided to get into entertainment instead.
Yeah, I was into pro sports. I went to broadcast, so I didn't go to four-year college. But Vanderbilt is a smart kid school. It's D1 in sports, but they're really D1 in athletics, and they beat Alabama, who was the number one team. So it's kind of a ha-ha from Joe Kazana to Alabama.
That's the face I have when we talk sports there.
They actually, it was when we were in Tampa one of the last times, and the kids tore the goalpost down and carried it all the way down Broadway and threw it in the river. When I worked for Ring of Honor, we had a show at Vanderbilt University, and then somebody in the locker room went through everybody's bags and stole stuff, and I lost my digital camera and our GPS for the ring truck. That sucks. But I think I got drunk with Kenny King that night down in Broadway.
That, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a super chat, by the way. Super chat.
If you got questions, you got a super chat on here? Wow. How do I say super chat?
Cosmic Joe.
Bam, Cosmic Joe. I was stupid enough to bet on a match that happened in October. Yes, I am fat, yet Carson doesn't have abs, just flabs. Congratulations, as soon to be the shortest NWA TV champion. It's about Cosmic Joe.
They made a bet. Cosmic Joe made a bet. He paid up on it.
He lived up to it. He did it. He followed
through. Of his word.
He talked about it. And also, very self-deprecating from that. I respect that. I'm also self-deprecating. Not in the way where it's like things have gone horribly wrong and I'm defecating myself. Deprecating is not defecating. That's okay. Now I feel like I'm turning into my boss. Being like, yes, Carson Drake says, I'm glad that Cosmic Joe was a man of his word. There we go. NWA coming back to the Chase. Who's to say? Who knows what's going on? But if you wanted to enjoy some St. Louis NWA branded wrestling, have we got you covered? Because, of course, WLW loves to be in that area right there. Okay. Go to HarleyRace.com for tickets. Go to NWA.com for tickets. But you can experience NWA wrestling with a territorial flair. Christmas Bash 24 Spectacular. That's coming at you this weekend. So much going on this weekend. So much going on everywhere. I can't believe Christmas is right around the corner. Is there anything that you're kind of hoping for to be under the tree when Santa shows up?
I would say the entire Silent Night Deadly Night set, but I have that already.
All right, let's go. Hold on. We're grown ass men. We get what we want when we want it. That's kind of what the thing is. Here's a question. Do you remember like a really fond Christmas memory when you were growing up that just hit? So you're like, that's what I imagined life was always going to be like.
Let me see. Now you put me on the spot. I'm trying to think. I can't remember.
Yeah, same thing. If the chat there, if you guys got a Christmas message to share with us or a memory or anything like that, please throw it in there.
There
We'll be
was
drinking
one
eggnog next week.
There was one Christmas where me and Dewey Barnes drove a truck up to Poughkeepsie. That wasn't exciting. No, I'm trying to think. I was going to say getting a Nintendo when I was 12, but I think I got it for my birthday, which was in December also, and that was my main gift. It was like
when I was a kid, I still had.
85.
When I was a kid, I still had the extended family. Now, sadly, as you get older, people tend to go away.
Okay. You know what? I do have, that's what made me think of it. I do. My family's not as large as it used to be. I have a very large Italian family. Some immigrants, some born here, whatever. And my uncles had a pizzeria, big shocker. And on like a lot of times on Christmas or Christmas Eve, we would go to my Uncle Lou's pizzeria there off Lake Shore in a suburb called Menor on the Lake. That's where his thing was, in the suburb of Cleveland. Yeah. And they would lock the doors, and we'd have this Feast of the Seven Fishes, and we'd have all that kind of stuff going on. Everybody would be in there. It was very loud. And then a lot of times at Christmas, we would go to my Aunt Roseanne's house, and everybody would be there. My uncles would be screaming, arguing, playing cards, and we'd be running around acting crazy. King Kong with Jeff Bridges be on TV. Yep. Those holiday movies they'd always show on like ABC. And those were fun. Those were fun times. I'm sure I've had other good Christmas memories, but that's for a long time. That's what Christmas was, really. Basically, it was a bunch of us with a lot of syllables in our names and being really super loud. In one.
I remember scavenging and being like, I know there's got to be presents hidden in this house.
Oh yeah, I can never find them. I did that. I could never find them.
I would find them, and then I think that's probably.
I think you went mute.
For Christmas, I needed. No, for Christmas, I need a new mic. That's what's going on. If I tap it ever so slightly, this wire here, I'm back, baby. I would always find things. I remember the G.I. Joes just being the stocking stuffers. I remember that. I also remember having an extended family, and the extended family would do the thing where you always had like a cousin that would get you something, but that something was a catalyst based off of a big gift that you got from your parents. And so Christmas Eve night, the family would get together. And I remember one year I got a Game Boy game, and I was like, but I don't have a game for looking over. And I swear my parents went, I might as well open it now. And I was like, oh, so like that's always a nice one there.
Gift. We always did open one. Though I think
I was a piece of crap on there. We got a super chat right here. Ken terminated DQ. Carson usually avoids my markdom, but I feel like I'm the only that Carson Drake finally won a title. By the way, nice dog deals. And hi, Kyle. Hi right back. Yeah, Bubs is a beautiful pup. Mine is not in the room right now because she will be up my ass the entire time. Bubs is chill. Kahlua, not so much.
He's not
Axel Gonzalez. Sucks to be working on Christmas and New Year, but is what it is. That sounds like my life. I was in 20 plus years. Oh, I've worked on all those holidays. Yeah. Sometimes you'd get lucky and you'd get really good tips. Other times people would just be pissed. I remember there was one year when I was running a restaurant in management, and I remember the staff was so annoyed because the guests were so mean on Christmas Day. And I was like, you have to remember, people don't want to be here. They'd rather be somewhere else, and we're the place that's open. So they're annoyed. And instead of being thankful, they're instead spiteful about the fact that we are here and they don't want to be here, but they need to be here. I was like, it's the stupidest thing ever. But still. What do we got? Exodus Pro. Carson will be defending his title at our next show. What?
That Chinese restaurant that is in the Christmas Story, because Christmas Story is supposed to happen in Indiana, but it's actually everything shot in Cleveland. So like when they go to see Santa, that's where I used to go see Santa, the Higbees or whatever. That Chinese restaurant that they go to in the movie when they don't have food. That's a real place. They're open on Christmas. I don't know if they're still there, but they were there for a long time.
I don't know if this is a hot take. But, I hate the movie Christmas Story.
I don't know that I like it.
I think
it's
just
horrible. They play it all the time.
I don't think it's funny. And there's a part of me that thinks maybe because it's a generational thing. Like it is for a generation that was well before my time as far as what it's going back for. And
that movie came out in the 80s. So it wasn't like it's set way before the 80s.
I know that. And I don't, maybe because I don't have siblings, maybe it's just because I don't freaking know. Whoa, Carson Drake being a real piece. Anyone who works on Christmas is a loser. Funny enough, I've had one job in my life. My father had me work at a golf course we frequented when I was 17. I quit after 4 days. Oh, he's something else, but I still love him.
You can't even tell his eyes messed up. That's the eyes facing the camera. You can't even really tell still.
Oh, instead he just looks like he's been hitting the green.
It's it.
Hi from Little Rock. Hi, Amy. How you doing? Hope you're having a good time. Sorry that the rest of the gang's not here tonight. In case those are joining us late, Joe got back from looks that turned out. His Access Pro can cash in on Pretty Boy and Carson Tommy challenge for tags. Nice. Microwave went down. And I know what you're saying. Like, how important is a microwave? Apparently, you can disinfect a bunch of baby stuff with a microwave.
Oh, Grimm's a
boil water. Throw it in there. He is. Do you think the NWA will start doing crossovers with other mainstream companies, OVW and such? We have multiple times in the past. I could tell you that the boss has definitely had a little bit of help from WWE at one point in time on something. We've worked with other companies. You never know what's going to happen. There's always things on the horizon, and we're talking to a bunch of people. There's a bunch of things going on. It just matters timing's right on things ever.
Yeah, I think it's more special when this stuff doesn't happen all the time too.
Either way, let's just do an ask us anything thing on this. I don't care. I'm super open. I'm super cool. Kyle, you might like a female wrestler named J-Rod in OVW. We know J-Rod.
We know J-Rod.
Yeah.
J-Rod's
good people as well. No problem with that. What about the Fixers? The Fixers versus R2D2 and C3PO. Who will win?
I'm going to go with the Fixer.
I was going to go with R2D2 and C3PO because I believe they're more real than the Fixers.
Oh, good God. By the way, young Sage in here somewhere said he wants to cash in. He might cash in his Access Pro tag title thing here. I missed it.
G.I. Joe, the Shark surprise set. Oh, so wait. G.I. Joe influenced you to enlist in the Navy. Interesting. Very cool. I just hope that when you got there, you weren't disappointed that they didn't have like laser weapons like G.I. Joe had.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
Where they're like, oh man,
we still don't have all. You know what's funny too? When I first
flying
saw
cars,
the Road Warrior, Mad Max, and all that. Then I'm like 8 years old. I was like, man, is that what Australians really like? You know what I mean? Not the Road Warrior, but Mad Max.
And then I was in Australia, and I was like, this is not what Road Warrior was like.
Yeah, no.
It's funny you mentioned that. I actually just last night, for giggles, was watching the old episodes of NWA Power that Joe and I were doing commentary on because I've never watched them or heard them. Boy, oh boy, when you got Joe and I drinking ringside during a show,
wow,
some things come out of our mouths. It was quite.
We did pretty good at Riot Fest, I think.
We did. I enjoyed Riot Fest, and I enjoyed hanging out with John.
We didn't drink after. We drank after.
We were being professional. We were being professional.
Yes.
And to involve more in wrestling legends conventions like WrestleCade. Danny Dealz, this is your person right here.
I was there with Pretty and Power.
I want NWA presents an SICW Fan Fest St. Louis, WrestleCon, National Wrestling Hall of Fame in Waterloo. So we
nearly did a WrestleCon. We nearly did a WrestleCon.
And keep your eyes out for Waterloo.
Me and Tiffany did do Squared Circle Expo last year. Might do it again this year. And the SICW thing, I did talk to St. Louis Nick at Squared Circle. And, who knows? It might be there, might not be. I don't know.
Good evening to you as well, Ronald. I hope you're having a pleasant day, and I hope everything is going good for you as well. What else we got in the chat, folks? Danny Dealz and I have been all over the place. Do you really want to fight TME, Sage? If you got any questions or anything about anything, Danny Dealz and I, between both of us, have been around the block once or twice. So if you have any questions about anything, any chance we'll see NWA episodes from the CW, you will see them at some point yet again. You already have seen them if you were watching them when they were on there. But as far as having access to them, that is a pending situation to see where the ball lands in the coming weeks. I will leave it at that.
Yes.
Hey, I just bought the new tracksuit just now.
Did you? That was it. It was the last one.
Shady New England Brothers was wearing one of them, and I thought he pulled it off very nicely. I was very jealous that I.
You know what? I see a lot of people wearing the jacket that work for us.
Just the jacket.
Yeah. Sometimes they wear the whole suit. Kobe loves to wear the whole suit. I saw him at WrestleCade. He was wearing the whole suit. Shady Northeast brother, yeah. Kevin Keenan.
Kyle, what's your favorite? While we're talking about this, I don't like Star Wars.
Favorite Star Wars movie? I don't really care for Star Wars, but Empire. Heels up, big cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's the one that sticks out. You know what I really want to watch? I want to watch Rogue One because everybody's like, it's kind of just like an action espionage thing. I want to watch that because it's kind of its own deal. And then the show where that's pretty much just the politics of the Star, like how do you run an uprising and how do you financially in the chat, I think it's named after a city or something like that. It just came out like a year ago or something like that. Supposedly very good. What do we got here? Oh, here we go. Danny, what merch will you be bringing this Friday to JCP? That is a damn good question. Carson, thank you for getting us back on track right now.
Yeah. Well, probably bring some belt bags. Probably bring some hats. I might have a new beanie.
The link to Carson, because Carson can come in here and save this entire show.
We could. I could send it to
you.
Joe
Kazana, Star Trek is better than Star Wars. Yep. Little known fact, guys. Joe Kazana loves Star Trek. It is his jam. It's his favorite thing to do.
I'm not a huge Star Trek guy, but I do like the Wrath of Khan. Ricardo Montalban is a great villain in that movie.
Dream matches from past versus future superstars. That is a great one. Let's think about some of the matches we never had. I would have loved to have seen in his heyday, Shawn Michaels versus Bryan Danielson in their heyday. I'm strained by Bryan, and I'm a Shawn Michaels mark.
Bryan trained at school, although it wasn't Shawn, but yeah.
I would love to see Thrill Billy and Alex Taylor and Kerry Morton as the Southern Six against the Freebirds.
Freebirds, I was going there too. Yeah.
That would be really freaking. Bruiser Brody versus Thrill Billy would also be for me. What do we got? We've got I would have loved to have seen let's talk about Jumping Bomb Angels against Pretty and Powered.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mix NWA people.
Who would we book? One of my favorites of all time, Gino Hernandez. Who would we book him against?
You tell me. This is your dream. You share your
I'm just
dream.
saying. Help me out here. Gino.
Help me out there.
Well, let's give him a shot at the strap. Let's give him Tom.
Ooh.
Gino's promos alone would sell probably 40,000 seats. Brother, if you guys aren't hip to him, you need to go find the archive somewhere.
What else we got on here? Silver EC3. I drink that Kool-Aid. I can get
Silver King. Get in the game, Silver King.
We got the Road Warriors versus the Slime Balls. I have a feeling that might be a quick match depending on what era of the Road Warriors we're in.
AWA Nasty Boys versus Slime Balls.
Oh, there we go. Just the smell alone would be worth it. Bruce would definitely be a dream match. Is the NWA considering a Kentucky territory?
I don't know.
I mean, Kentucky. Forgive my ignorance, ladies and gentlemen. I grew up in New England, so it's a very different world up there than it is down the rest of the country. I got to be honest with you. Isn't Kentucky near?
It touches Tennessee. It's on top of it.
Okay, we got. There's a lot going on down there.
It's between Tennessee and Ohio. Actually,
Crossfire. You got. I wonder. Possibly.
It could.
Considering all. We're talking to New Mexico. We're talking to other countries. We're talking all over the place. We're getting flavors from all over that are going to be area.
There was once it was NWA Bluegrass or something. I can't remember.
This is your dream match: is Kenzie Page versus Natalia Markova at Shockwave for the NWA World Women's.
I think they're on a different conversation. I don't think they were.
That's okay. Card has not come out yet. However, okay, here we go. This one I would like to see. I would love to see Immortals versus Road Warriors. That one would be badass. Willie Bowen with a good one too. Talos versus Andre the Giant. If you've ever been next to Talos, that man is huge. I was backstage.
Oh, Lord Big John. Put Talos in there.
Billy walked by me, and Every time I see Thrill Billy, I just be like, I put my hands up and I avert contact. I'm like, I respect you. I respect you. Just don't. Then I turned and there was a giant man in a peacoat next to us. And basically, Thrill Billy next to Talos looks like me next to Thrill Billy. It was very interesting. Oh, here comes my hero. Are you at a handball court or something?
I just finished working out, and I was about to jump into a little pastime of racquetball.
Oh, yeah. All world athlete here, right?
I know.
In case anybody was curious, this is just proof again that what you see is what you get. This man is living a life that none of us dream of. He's buying $75,000 vehicles just randomly when he's at a show. He's literally on a Monday night being like, here, let me go do some real swarmy sports stuff that I can't do. He is. Also, congratulations, champ.
I was going to say, I noticed earlier today on YouTube, there might be a match that got put up where I win the NWA World Television Championship. If anybody wants to go watch that after this podcast.
Hey, you know what? Why don't we preview Power with Carson, and he can give us his
as
analysis.
The champion of TV, he has a say in everything that's on TV.
I want to bring up somebody in the comments just said Dan Severn in his prime versus Billy Robinson. I've beaten Dan Severn.
You've beaten Dan Severn? When did this happen?
I've been in a match with him. I'll find the footage and I'll get it posted.
Oh my God, this is fantastic.
A former NWA world champion.
And in UFC. He was a UFC champion as well.
At the same time, he used to bring both belts out. The old UFC
me.
There was a VHS series. Do you guys remember there was this magazine? Carson, you're younger than we are and more talented. There is a magazine back in the day called Things You Never Knew Existed. It was like a random mail order catalog where if you wanted to buy like a gross of bouncy balls, you could. But one time in there, I have a VHS set called The Secrets of the Octagon. This is in the 90s when UFC was just about to be banned.
I think I remember seeing that, yeah.
Every VHS was a different series. Like one was takedowns, one was submissions, one was groundwork, one was this. But it was multiple stars of the UFC, and one of them was Dan Severn. And it would just be them in like a dojo. And Dan Severn with like an arm, and then you twist it this way. And then something happens off camera, and he just looks over and he stares in the distance. And he just gets quiet and he gets so angry looking and just calmly puts the guy and he's like, this is an arm bar. It was the weirdest, most frightening thing I've seen in a long time. Oleg Tiktarov trying to kill people. Either way, the fact that you beat that man, even more respect for you.
You know what used to pop me was remember the old Ultimate Fighter gym, like the early days of the show? They had pictures of old fighters up there, and they always had a picture of Dan Severn, but he had his NWA title. And I was like, I wonder if they think that was an MMA
He came
title.
to the ring with it.
Yeah.
He came to the ring with it. And speaking of coming to the ring with it, we have champions on this week's Power tomorrow night, Tuesday, 6:05 p.m. Eastern, airing exclusively on X. Little teaser there of who will be involved because the NWA World Women's Tag Team Championships will be on the line. It is no time limit, no countouts. The It Girls defend against Caribbean Flow. Carson, you're letting this on TV. Who do you think is going to win this match?
You've got one side who, I say it's me. You've got the It Girls, and then you've got one of my favorite movies, the Pirates of the Caribbean. I think the It Girls. And it's insane that Star does it all with a broken neck. It's almost Kurt Angle-like.
Broken freaking neck. In fact, they were involved in a cooking segment with you once upon a time.
They were.
She criticized your ability to cook clean.
Well, and she was probably cold, and women were evolutionarily, made to be near ovens. That's why they're chilly. And I understand, they're a little angry, but that's fine.
I didn't say that.
Very nice. Well, we also have one more title match, and that is going to be for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship as Mims by Church is Money Black Cheese will defend against Burchill. And you know what rhymes with Burchill?
Hospital trip. Mims is going to win this, obviously. Make it make sense. And then you got BLKGs. That stands for bacon, lettuce, and kicking ass. Folks,
I was room of just people doing promos for like 2 hours with Carson, and let me tell you, it was the high point of my weekend. In case you're wondering what rhymes with hospital, what does that mean? It was just a random inside joke that one day you will hear on TV. And then also, the Claw is banned. It's finally happened. He's crossed the line, or at least the line that Austin Idol complained enough about to get the Claw. It is Zion and Magic Jake, accompanied by Austin Idol, taking on Baron Von Storm and Jax Dane. And then the man who is all about clawing people. Can't use that. So
let's get
you. I got Zion and Magic Jake in this because they're taking away one of the biggest guns in this match.
I got Zion and Magic Jake. He got Austin Idol. They were both on the cooking show also. And Tim Storm, Baron Von Storm, might be a one-trick pony, and it's the Claw. And then you got Jax Dane, but Magic.
Sorry, real quick, you guys talk.
He missed it. I agree, though, with the Claw being banned, as it should be. It's a dangerous maneuver. I mean,
and he's putting it on referees wrong. Yeah. I have never, by the way, everybody hates me. I've never once hit a referee since I've been in the NWA.
You have not.
Baron Von Storm.
Like a brag. You're like, I've never hit a referee. That's the thing that you've been accused of.
Maybe he hasn't.
Never done it. And then you got Baron Von Storm almost killing a referee.
Yeah, putting claws on him. Yeah, it should be banned. It's a dangerous move. Although I will encourage everybody to buy the claw foam hand from the from the website. There's where you're going to get the claw.
Oh, I like this match. Chris Benoit versus Bryan Danielson with none of the thing. Oh, Jesus.
But it has none of what we have.
But then again, this is screwed up. This is unintentional. This is literally what I was going to click on. And instead I clicked on this by accident. I was clicking on how about Carson in a body bag match. These have nothing to do with each other. That is just very bad timing in the chat thread.
First off, that last match, don't want to watch it. They're both 5'9" losers. The second one, I'll put anybody in a body bag. I'll do it.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. 2025 programs somebody's asking for in the chat. Yeah. They are available. I saw them. They're fantastic. It's not in this room, but they exist there. Unfortunately, Carson title. So we're gonna have to burn them all and re-break them. We can't have
no. That's how recent I printed him. He's in there with the belt.
Is he? Look at him.
In fact, we filmed a little something.
Yeah, I couldn't upload.
Yeah, I tried to. It was this. We'll get it on there next week. Short notice.
It'll be on Instagram.
Oh boy. EC3 versus Dusty Rhodes. Right there.
EC3 will crush him. EC3 will crush him.
Carson Drake verse. I can't see it.
Oh my God, Carson is here. Of course he's here. He's covering our ass.
Exodus has a
Eddie Guerrero versus Bryan Danielson.
It has nothing to do with what we were talking about.
I know. I'm just putting this. Cosmic Joe Chronicles can't be happy that you're here.
Go to Exodus.
Hashtag it's him.
It's me.
I'm just scrolling down and doing things as I go.
Okay.
Exodus.
Oh, that's not true at all, Sage.
Boy. Danny Dealz. Oh boy. Sting versus Trevor. That would be a hell of a match.
Sage said Carson got.
You go fishing for catfish.
Or bullying the passengers.
I don't like seafood either. I love chicken and burgers and fries, and that's why I look the way I look instead of being Sting versus Trevor. Speaking of lean and sexy, Trevor Murdoch, man, he has been dropping weight like crazy. He's about to be in the junior heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Band of the Claw definitely make the tag team match more interesting. I agree with you. Well, we've all been proven to be emotionally unstable.
No, but I
have a good cry every now and then.
He is. That's why he has Jax there with the medical.
I can't see Carson. The on-screen chat is covering. I can see it on mine.
Yeah, DJ's just stupid. Clearly.
Should we change the? Oh, that just
no. We can see him fine.
No, I don't like that.
No, that's weird. That's good.
Oh, now we've got proper sizing. This was it was bothering me the whole time. Tony Atlas versus Mims. I can get behind. Oh, here's a crazy one. George the Animal Steel versus Max the Impaler. I can get behind that. Folks, you guys got some really good ideas. Tom Latimer versus William Regal. I can get behind that as well.
Yeah. That would be a
I can also get behind Tyrus versus a Domino's Pizza.
Tyrus isn't here anymore. That's not.
I know, but sometimes it's just. I think we might see this match at some point in time. Actually, if Carson stays on the path of being the greatest TV champion of all time, he will definitely get into the ring with somebody who has made TV amazing.
He drinks though, Carson. You've told me.
Yeah.
You know, and
calls a drug for losers or something like that. You said
it is. And if there's one thing an alcoholic's not going to beat me, and he can't even hear what you say because you just what. And if you've seen him as Stunning Steve, I think I'm better than him. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a better TV champion than Stone Cold was.
He was
better TV champion than Arn Anderson.
Yes,
of course.
Absolutely.
Another guy who
I don't look like I'm 30 when I'm 24.
Are you a better TV champion than Bob Roop?
Definitely.
Bob Roop will twist you up, though.
Bob Roop, more like Bob Poop.
Pedro's asking about if there's matches for Shockwave. We're going to be announcing those. I could tell you that I did see that Carson Drake will be defending the TV champion.
Real quick, I bought a new Apple Watch today because I had a little extra change from the weekend. If I can get it to pop up.
Do you know they don't read through tattoos? I screwed up at life. I can't use tech on my wrist.
Oh, that's crazy. It won't work. Wait, let me flip this screen here.
Super annoying.
How do I do this?
I don't know.
Whatever. It's fine. Here.
I saw the watch, though. It's very nice.
I know. It's me.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Wow. I'm sorry, ladies. He's taken. You can't have any of that. I know you want it, but you can't. Abdullah the Butcher versus Max. Carson Drake versus Sal.
No.
Yeah, I knew that was going to get shot down immediately. Are the 2025 programs available on the site right now, Dealz?
Yes. Yeah,
they are.
Out.
Fantastic. Let me click on this. Try and do everything at once. It's not working. I'm sorry.
I'll only charge $10 for a signature on it.
Fantastic. There's a little spot for autographs as well. Dealz, visit the NWA shop. Use this coupon, this QR code on there. Man, I cannot talk. It has been such a long weekend.
Joe Kazana.
And I want to let you know, I put this in here. I was pushing how proud we were to have our guest from last week on the show.
Joe Kazana has got Tully Blanchard versus CBD. He said, sorry, Carson, you take the law. You take the slingshot. He's saying you'd lose it.
That's not true. I will say Tully Blanchard's one of my biggest what's that called when you look up to somebody? I guess I would look down to him because he's like 5'10", but when you look up to somebody, Tully Blanchard's one of those guys. I do the slingshot suplex better than Tully Blanchard did. First off, because I'm taller, more impact. Mm-hmm. But no. I don't know who Mae West is.
You will see Papa Joe on Friday. Aren't you going to be there, Carson?
I am going to be there. I'm going to be beating Tyler Shute for the NWA JCP title.
Ooh, double champions. Such an unheard thing. And that, of course, is 8 crazy fights coming up December 20th, just a few short days away at the door, ladies and gentlemen. And you heard it right here. You will get to see Carson Drake become yet again a champion. You see him over here. You see, what is this little thing? If I click on that, what happens? I'm scared now. What the hell is going on here? Ignore me, ladies and gentlemen. There was a thing on the screen. Oh, it was that. I could change the. Yeah, now you're in the middle. The star should be in the middle. Working all of these shows? Are you working this WLW show?
No, but I'm trying. I'm definitely reaching out because I just don't think Camaro Jackson can beat me.
Yes, you have been saying this for quite a while. It has been something that has.
It bugs me a little bit how he's such a hoity-toity family man.
Hold up. Go to Joe's comment here. He's got news on the match that Carson's in.
That match has now been declared the best 2 out of 3 falls. First fall for the World Television Championship.
What?
With the 6:05 time limit. Second fall is for the Stud Championship. Also a 6:05 time limit. And if they need to go through a third fall, I'll figure it out Friday night.
Definitely not going to need to go for a third fall.
Breaking news here.
Hold on. You're now defending your championship. You're not just going after the Stud Championship. You're defending yours.
Yeah. Okay. Well, That's fine. Because, he might be the hardest worker in wrestling today. Or sorry, he says Hada because he was clearly public schooled. Tyler Shoup isn't going to beat me, first off, in the first 605. My cardio is better than him. I'll beat him in the second 605. We're not going to need to go to a third fall. And I'm going to be doing my dance with 2 belts. We don't speak that language.
People, I was going to say, Carson, do you know what that says? Because I don't. I just figured you're much more educated than me, so you might know.
We don't speak third world. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, that show is going to be this weekend. You could witness history as it's made because you know what? I'm not even going to play both sides. You're going to see Carson Drake make history, become a 2-time champion there. He's going to have a belt on each shoulder. And then coming up after he takes on Camaro Jackson, at some point in time, he's going to have a belt somewhere else. You're not even going to be able to travel. You're going to have to buy your own private jet in order to. And then, of course, I think you also are going to be January 18th, Exodus Pro Show. Is there any way you're not going? Are you going? They not like us and Sevierville? Dealz, how do I say that?
Sevierville.
I knew it. I knew you would know how to say that.
It would be a shame in Exodus if somebody cashed in their briefcase and just ruined the main event match, and somebody new became Exodus Pro Heavyweight Champion. But that's
You think the slime balls are going to cash in theirs or what? Sage was threatening it in the chat here. I mean, I know you've been helping them brothers out, making the slime coin and all that stuff for them, but
I think they should hold off. TME is, they're pretty scary.
Yeah. By the way, how is the slime coin doing? Is that something that Elon's going to be adopting for our retirement benefits in the coming years?
Yeah, they're not 100% sure how to use it physically yet, but I think everybody should put money in it. It's on Robinhood.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe on the Acorns app.
There's a part of me that I was like, I was gonna open up the app and be like, I swear to God.
Kyle, he has spent a lot of money in that Hawk Tua coin, so he could use some financial advice from me. I heard that one was,
boy, boy.
You know what they say: if you don't Hawk Tua, we don't talk to you.
Yeah, I have heard that.
So many things, so many rhymes. Carson Drake, I want to thank you for being a part of the show tonight because we needed someone to talk to. We were floundering, and you saved us as always. And Exodus is right; it'd be a crime not to have him on a show.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course it would.
I'll tell you about that one. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got all these events coming up. If you remember, we've got big event, Shockwave, January 11th. In Forney, Texas. Tickets on sale right now. And, of course, we just announced that Hard Times 5 is coming at you Saturday, March 22nd. You want to go to Dothan, Alabama to see the wrestling as it's meant to be because just this past weekend we had a great crowd, great night of action, and I can't wait for everybody to see. Carson brought this up before. Let me get this other graph.
Yeah.
Real quick. I can't do more than one thing. Damn it. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, boom. Okay. There we go. That person was talking about health insurance, and I was afraid to post whatever it said before I read it because I know Carson's here, and he loves talking about the health insurance industry. That is not a setup. Watch Power on X tomorrow night, 6:05. And then, of course, Carson brought this up as well. We have a YouTube page. You can watch some clips and little moments of the history of the National Wrestling Alliance. It is kind of a best of. Go to youtube.com/NWA because up there right now is Carson winning the NWA World Television Championship in a weights match.
Dominating, by the way.
How do you feel about Christmas after getting hit with a Christmas tree?
I don't really celebrate Christmas. My family never has. It kind of Christmas is like a time where everybody, they say it's a time for getting, and I think that's selfish. Personally, I give things to myself year round, and
I remember ever since those 3 ghosts visited your. It's really been a point of contention in the family.
And they were all the ghosts of Christmas past asking for handouts. And that's kind of what Christmas is about. I don't like it. My mom's side of the family celebrates Hanukkah. My dad's side celebrates Christmas. I kind of just spend the whole year.
All right.
He just says, use that oil, burn it all down. I hope that wasn't an offensive comment. Guys, I don't know. religion or cultures. We need NWA in Louisville and back in Nashville for that matter. I really do enjoy it when we're in Nashville. I agree with you very much. I know Danny Dealz likes to not have to go that far, so that is perfect. Where's my moment of Sal? That is a great question.
Oh, no.
I don't have one, actually.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And this is real talk. If you're wondering how come it's these three right now, I can account for where Joe Galli is now. I know what happened there. I have no idea what happened to Gary at all. Real talk.
Alex Misery might have got it.
Gary is the one that has the moments of, I'm sure he has a bunch of them in his back pocket that he recorded over the weekend. I don't know where Gary is.
Sal's your cousin. I mean, you think he would have.
I know he's my cousin. I could get him on here right now. He's probably doing some weird renovation, butt naked, trying not to actually get a circular saw stuck in his rectum. Boy. But I mean, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm so sorry.
A lot of fans this weekend at Alabama kept calling me the Grinch, and I think it's crazy that a bunch of nobodies were calling me the Grinch because I don't know who you are. You must be from Whoville, because
that's a Grinch joke, Kyle.
I got that. I was busy trying to figure out what Surly Barber's involved in their life. Their brain went to Carson Drake versus John Zandig.
Who's John Zandig?
CZ Dub.
The Northeast brother.
Yeah, he's a Northeast brother. I feel like you were never on dirt sheets when you were younger either. I feel like you with the internet was just like, no, I don't have time for that.
No, I don't like getting dirty.
Perfect. Joke is answered. What do you mean you don't like Christmas? What are you, a communist? Well, I don't know about that. What else we got here? EC3 versus Mike Rotundo. We'll stare at a bowl of alphabet soup to get our wisdom from Sal. I enjoy that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry we've let him down. I don't got gravy cakes or anything, folks. I can just tell you that tomorrow night in NWA Power, you can tune in and enjoy quite an evening of professional wrestling as championships.
It's approved by Carson.
It is approved by the. You are absolutely freaking right. And if you don't know that, look at him. That's the official thing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I
keep on keeping things.
Wow. Exodus put that in there. I would crush Kenta Kobashi.
I met him. He was a very nice man. NWA Power tomorrow night is we've got the tag team titles on the line in the women's division. No time limit, no countouts. A man that knows about time limits and countouts right here. He's got the 6:05 time limit. He brought Max the Impaler to the limit before that. And you, sir.
Rocky Balboa.
I mean, Hella Weights was essentially no time limit, no countouts as well, and no DQ. You know the match that they're in better than anything. These ladies are trying to steal your thunder, which is a defunct show that used to be on Turner Networks. The NWA National Heavyweight Championship.
What's the time limit for the women's match?
There is no time limit. There's no time limit, no countouts. Usually there is a 10-minute TV time limit of Power. And then for title matches, we sometimes go to 20. I like that I just left Carson Drake versus Kenta Kobashi on the screen. We talked about that. And of course, Merry Christmas to all. The claw is banned. We can all rejoice. The children could sleep at night. Santa is safe for the time being. However, Zion and Magic Jake Dumas, they may not be safe because Jack Stain to pop the junk. I'm really hoping that Austin Idol ends up getting a massive lariat right to the skull.
Austin's a legend, a genius.
Oh, Point Dexter, what are you talking about?
That's a good impression. But I mean, we don't need Austin getting assaulted.
Oh, we don't need that. Different Kenta.
Oh, I would beat that Kenta even worse.
Oh, they're going by this Kenta. I've met him too.
I thought there was one.
No, there's two. I thought they were talking about Kenta Kobashi. Anyway, folks, we've got all this going on, and somebody's talking about the other NWA World TV Champion, What is this? I'm sorry, I keep on getting texts. This is going on too, folks. This is why I can't do this show alone. Listen, Carson, I want to thank you for being a part of this. I want to thank you for the weekend. I want to thank you for the house because you were one of the main draws in Dothan, Alabama, which is super weird because those are totally not your people.
No.
Coming up.
My people is anyone that has a television. It's the only people that matter. Tom Latimer can be the world's champion. He can be the champion of all the third worlders that don't have TVs. That's totally fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Carson Bartholomew Drake, the NWA World Television Champion in his own private gym. I noticed that nobody has interrupted this while you're at the court either, which makes me think this is yours at your home.
It's an Equinox.
Meanwhile, I'm like, this Planet Fit is too expensive for me. I really wish I was you. That's all I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the NWA, a very weird episode, next week we're going to have plenty of guests galore.
Next week's going to be crazy.
Christmas Eve, we were saving it all for this with you. Joe Galli, hopefully we'll have all of his microwave problems fixed. Gary Horne, we will hopefully not have to have a 9-bell salute for. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, we're really bad at counting to 10. I'm not lying. It was a running joke. It's been an issue. I hope there's gravy cakes in everybody's stockings. We still don't know what gravy cakes are. Moment of Sal. And frankly, I just thank you all for being a part of this. Be safe, ladies and gentlemen. Go kiss your loved ones. I'm going to go eat some chicken breast. I don't know. I got nothing. You guys got something you want to share with everybody?
Danny?
Good evening. I was frozen. I thought I was ending. Yeah.
Go follow me on Instagram at Carson_Drake_. And also go watch me absolutely mollywop Max the Impaler right when this
do it. It's on YouTube. NWA YouTube page. Be a part of that. The National Wrestling Alliance.
And go to NationalWrestlingAlliance.com at the shop button. Get you a Carson Drake long sleeve.
Yeah.
And this has been the end of our very not normal episode, guys. Very much. I appreciate it. And we'll make up for it next week. Carson, thanks for joining us. Go get your sweat on. Good night, everybody. Yeah. It didn't end. I hit the button and it didn't end. I hit the button and it didn't end.
It still hasn't.
It's not doing anything.